Okay, so I wanted to make a short video to warn people who own Mini Coopers, specifically the R56 with the manual transmission. I bought a flywheel, an aftermarket flywheel, single mass flywheel, about 2 years ago. And recently I had to do some work on the engine, and I needed to use a timing tool to make sure that the camshafts and the crankshaft are in time with each other. And unfortunately I found out that the flywheel, which is aftermarket that I purchased, it didn't have the a special hole on it that you put a timing tool inside, so it doesn't allow the crankshaft to move. And this basically it's going to cause you a lot of headache. Okay, so I have the picture of a regular dual mass flywheel that I got from ECS Tuning. So as you can see on the screen, there's 3 yellow circles, and then there's a yellow arrow pointing at the hole. So the 3 yellow circles, those holes, they're a different type of hole. I'm not sure why they're there, but the main hole that we're looking for is specifically the one with the yellow arrow pointing at it. That yellow arrow pointing at that hole shows that this is the hole that you need to have on your flywheel so that you can use a timing tool to go through the transmission assembly and into the flywheel itself. And this tool just holds on to the basically holds the flywheel so that it doesn't move. There's this I didn't know before, that there's a lot of aftermarket flywheels. Apparently they don't have this hole. So when you go to lock your flywheel to do a timing chain replacement or any kind of engine work where the camshafts and the crankshaft become out of time with each other, but you want them to be in time, it's going to be pretty difficult to get it back in time. It's a nail biter. It could be very dangerous too, because if you don't have your your camshaft and crankshafts in time, your valves could end up hitting the pistons, and that could cause a lot of damage. So I know that my flywheels, it's a single mass, it's specifically from Spec Clutch, and it didn't have this hole. I've read maybe 2 or 3 forum posts on North American Motoring specifically that they mentioned that not every aftermarket flywheel has this hole for the timing tool to go in and lock the flywheel, and therefore the crankshaft. So just be careful when you're looking to purchase an aftermarket flywheel. Make sure you email wherever you're buying it from. Make sure you email the manufacturer, and even check the pictures to see if you can see that hole that the yellow arrow is pointing at. I'm gonna also put up the picture of the flywheel that I purchased, and if you look at it, it also has the 3 yellow circles around the 3 holes that are on the OEM flywheel. But if you pay attention, you don't really see a 4th hole in the position that it's supposed to be in order for the timing tool to go inside and lock the flywheel. So something like this, it looks pretty complicated. It looks like it's going to have what you need, but it doesn't. I've uh, I've turned it maybe like 10-20 times. I've put in a borescope into that special hole that's in the transmission housing, and it's even though there's like, looks like there's maybe 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 holes that it looks like that might be it, that would match up to the hole for the OEM transmission tool place. This doesn't have it. None of these holes line up with that small hole on the transmission casing. So yeah, just be careful when you go out to buy an aftermarket flywheel. Make sure that it has that hole where the timing tool that locks the flywheel, and that hole is there, because again, not every flywheel has it, and you're gonna be in a world of hurt trying to figure out how am I gonna keep my crankshaft in time. And I'm telling you, it's a real pain.